Hi guys, Gizzy here from Merks Airsoft. So today we're going to be bringing you the post-game review of the G&G CM16 SRL combo. Okay, so today we're going to have a quick look at how this AEG feels in the game, its pros, its cons, and try to give you a good idea of what it's going to be like before you rush out and get one, or even if you want to actually go and get this rifle for yourself. So the first thing we're going to do is have a look at the ergonomics of the gun. And I have to say I was surprised. It actually handles really well. It does feel comfy on the shoulder, and it's easy to use. The stock itself and its locking mechanism is really good. It locks in there. There's very little wobble, and it sits into the shoulder quite nicely. And the whole body feels really smooth and light. It is surprisingly light for what you're getting. I have no attachments on it at the moment. But I say even adding a scope and maybe a few nice little things on the rail, you're not actually going to be adding a whole lot of weight for it. So it's a good gun for running around for a good bit of time. Like with or without a sling, you're actually not going to tire yourself out too much, which is great. The one thing I did have an issue with at the start was the front rail. It is quite small, and as you can see from this clip here, my hand actually does fit completely around the front handguard. And I thought this would annoy me, but it does actually give me a lot of support. It's able to get good grip on the front grip and actually bring it into my shoulder quite tight, and it does provide a good stable platform to work with, and I don't think I'll ever need to attach a rail or anything else like that. And for those people who like to hold the mag well, this actually might be a nice gun for you. You can hold it up front and it's comfy. I have to say it's very smooth. There's none of that kind of risk of cutting yourself off with the rails or anything like that. And you do get a nice stable firing position. But on that point, with the magazine, it is really nice. That new model of mag with kind of the grips around the fingers, it means that if you ever want to go to the mag well to hold, you actually have a pre-made kind of hand grip for yourself. And I have to say that is quite nice. And for the mag itself, yes, it is plastic, but it is G&G plastic, so it does feel tough, it does feel sturdy. And it feels like I could chuck it to Killian or something and completely miss him and hit his helmet and something, and it'll be fine. It is a high cap. For those of you who don't like high caps, you might have an issue with that, but it does feed very well. I didn't have a single feeding issue the whole day, though I was going semi for the entire day. I quite like this mag. It's probably, I'm going to leave it at my second favourite mag I own until I see more of it, but it's good. It does this deal. Okay, so on the more important aspects of the gun, namely the range of it and the accuracy of it, when I dialed in the hop up, I can actually reach out to quite a good distance. I say, I could get out to the 60 meter mark quite easily and quite accurately. I know if I had a look down range and I could see a guy kind of all the way at the end of the field, I can reach out and get him. Now, in saying that, it's nothing like Killian's rifle, but I say if I pop in a tight bore and maybe just tweak the hop up ever so slightly, I'll be reaching out and getting people at quite a good distance. And at the moment, I would say it is more accurate than my sniper rifle in regards to distance shooting. And on the distance shooting, you can't have accuracy without having precision, so it does group very well. I've no targets or anything to put up for you guys to have a look at, but it is precise. In this clip here of the barn, I'd say I'm about 15 meters away. And there's a small stone at the corner of the door. Unfortunately, the lighting is really bad, so I can't really do much about that. But there is a small stone at the door. I would say it's about 3 centimeters across. And I can nail that 9 times out of 10 once I got my eye into it. I just had to hold the rifle steady, and I knew I could hit that corner stone every single time. And it's a really good reference point for when someone put their head around the door, because all I had to do was just so slightly, and I'd be able to get them perfect. It's a very precise gun. G&G pulled out all the stops, and they made it really tight. Again, a new barrel in that might change how it works, but you mess around, I'll have a mess around and see what I can get out of it. But accuracy, range, doesn't come up to scratch against Killian's rifle, but with a few little tweaks, I say it could. And as some of you who have watched all the videos we put up, yeah, his thing to reach out and touch people like it's nobody's business. But the unique factor of this gun is its MOSFET, and it's the new G&G MOSFET, and it is gold. It is great. The trigger response is really really crisp, really sharp, and really just smooth. You pull the trigger and it's just, there's no resistance. It'll send the BB out there, and it feels really nice actually to run. And of course, the beauty about the inbuilt MOSFET is actually there's going to be no bullshitting around with trying to install your own MOSFET to run your lipos. So I can just grab a lipo off the shelf, plug it in, and I'm ready to go. I won't have any of the problems that I would have trying to install my own MOSFET as I did with the other guns. And on the day I did run a 9.6 NIM battery, and I was more than happy with the result. It worked fine. The power, I think it was about 290 FPS when we chronoed it, so I'm fine with that. That's great, and that was on the NIM. I was very happy. The MOSFET also has the burst fire feature. Now, I have no footage of the burst fire feature, so I am sorry for that. I'll just leave you with this footage here of me shooting things. But I have to say, I did mess around with it pre-game and post-game. Wow, it's fun, and it's very easy to use. The tutorial says you gotta look for the light change and all this sort of stuff, but I just pulled the trigger and counted slowly to 10, and then switched it to auto fire as it said in the instructions, and I got it first time. Like, if you're going out into a game and the marks will say that it's going to be like a burst fire game, you can change it to burst fire while they're doing the briefing, or when you're waiting for the whistle to blow. It's very simple. It's exceedingly easy. You can do it while walking to respawn, if you want to, and that 3-round burst is brilliant. I have to say, it's really nice. There's no jumping, or it's really smooth. It's literally one pull of the trigger and you get the 3 rounds. There's no messing around with it. And I would have to say, for games that might require a 3-round burst, yeah, it's perfect. And I will probably use that quite a lot now once I get out gaming a bit more. Overall, yeah, I would say this is a marvel. I love it. I really do. It's the first new gun I've bought in a long time. I went in blind and bought it. I trusted the name. I trusted that G&G would be good, and yeah, they delivered. The body is plastic, yes, with bits of metal and alloy in places, but it feels tight. It feels good. G&G have pulled out all the stops, and as usual, the build quality on it is great. I have no worries that this won't break, and I break everything I get. I have a funny feeling this gun will last me for a good few years, so I'm quite happy with the buy. And if you want to go out and buy it, I would highly recommend it. Again, thanks to Airsoft Era for sending it out to me. If you guys want to get the gun, they have it in stock there. I think places like Hobby Airsoft do as well. So Google it online, get it from a supplier inside of Ireland, so you're not dealing with customs and all that sort of jazz. And if you've any questions at all, pop them down in the comment section below, and we will get in touch with you. We're pretty good. I think we replied to, I think, all the comments within the day or two. So yeah, if you've any queries about the gun, put them down in the comment box, and I'll try to get back to you as quick as I can and let you know. But if you're looking for something to buy, yeah, thumbs up from me. Anyway, that's all, guys. I will see you out in the field at some point. So this is Gizzy signing off, and thanks again. Bye.